What's up, everyone? Currently on our way to pick up some food. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is January 25th, Friday, and I'm going to be doing a video with my sweet mate Josh.
That's me.
So today we're gonna do a mukbang of Bonchon, which is a Korean fried chicken restaurant. They're a chain, but there's one here in New Haven. So today we got a combo with a mix of wings and drumsticks, some seasoned fries, a Caesar salad, and I have a Coke, and Josh has some vitamin water.
Cheers.
So Josh and I are suite mates. Basically that means we just live in the same suite together. Our suite has 2 singles and 1 common room, which is where we're currently filming. Yeah, so let's just get started. Oh yeah.
Thanks.
So we got all spicy, but there's also soy garlic as well,
Which is good.
but not as
Sean
good as
doesn't like it.
I like it, but not as much as the spicy.
It's your class today? No.
Oh yeah, so classes. So today is actually the last day of shopping period for the semester. So today everyone by now has turned in all their schedules. And so yeah, what did you end up taking, Josh?
So I'm taking my senior research thesis class and physics lab, and then a senior seminar called the Human Genome, and a South Asian Studies religious class called the Bhagavad Gita. What about you?
So I'm doing my econ senior thesis, which I'm writing about biosimilar drugs and drug prices. And then I'm taking another econ senior seminar about investing. And then I'm taking an architecture class. It's called Materials and Architecture. And actually, yeah. And it's a really fun class. Basically, there's like a lecture component, and then there's also like a shop component in which you're actually working with like different materials. And then my last class I'm taking is a class called Structure of Networks. Did you go to any classes today?
On Friday, I have physics lab 9 to 12, and then nothing in the afternoon.
What are you doing in lab today?
In lab? We started circuits, so we played with like multimeter, like function generator, stuff like alligator clips, banana cables. Did you have class?
Yeah, so today I have my architecture class, which was Materials and Architecture. And today was actually the first day that we've met so far this semester. And basically the professor just lectured a little bit in a lecture hall about like what the class is going to be about this semester. He talked about like a few famous examples that he really liked. And then for the second half of class, we actually went down to the basement where the workshops are, and we just had like a fun challenge today. And basically it was like we each got an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then we were allowed like 4 inches of tape, and then the goal was to like build the highest tower possible.
Oh, I used to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
How tall was yours?
Mine was. So I actually built one that was like, it was supposed to be like
less than 11 inches.
It was supposed to be 6 feet tall, but then like we had like an hour and a half, and then like an hour and 10 minutes in, it it wouldn't stand, so I had to restart. So then mine ended up being like only 33 inches.
So yeah. double the size of a sheet of paper.
Exactly.
Not bad. What was first place?
First place was legit like 8 feet tall. Like 7, 8 feet tall.
How?
I don't know. Some smart kids at the school.
You haven't touched your salad.
I'll get into that.
I'm feeling the spiciness.
Should we have done some soy garlic?
We don't have that many.
Next time.
Part 2.
Anyways, so Josh, what kinds of stuff are you involved with on campus?
What a unique question that I've never asked before. Well, like I said, I do research for my thesis. I've been working in the same lab since sophomore year. So I go in a couple times a week to work on that. But more seriously, I'm also captain of the Bhangra team, which is like an Indian like folk dance team, and Sean's like come to a few of our performances.
Very cool.
So those two things take up a lot of my time.
Nice. What kind of research do you do?
So we study a gene called BRCA2, which is like one of the breast cancer susceptibility genes. And we work in mammalian cells. We're basically just trying to like help identify like the molecular pathways in which this gene functions.
Nice.
Pretty abstract stuff.
Pretty cool.
Pretty fun.
Any recent discoveries? Or is that like
Pretty
confidential?
classified.
Oh, really?
Not really. Becoming a melon form, you'll hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
Feb 26, 6 p.m.
Wait, you're February 26th?
Yeah, I got switched, did I tell you?
Closer to mine. What's a melon form?
Melon forms where all the Brantford, well, I guess it's by your residential college, and basically all the seniors who opt to present like gather every Tuesday, and there are 2 presenters who just discuss either their senior thesis work or like any sort of research they've been doing at Yale. And we had our first one last week.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And there's free catered dinner too.
And alcohol.
Alright.
Sean was enjoying the lab.
No.
Are you going to melon form? Are you presenting it?
Oh yeah, so I'm doing one too. I mentioned this for my thesis, but this year I've been doing some research on biosimilar drugs. Basically, they're sort of like the generic versions of biologics, which are like large molecule drugs as opposed to small molecule drugs. And so they've only been, well, there's only been like an approval pathway for biosimilars less than 10 years ago in the US and just a little over that in the EU. So there's not that much data and there's not that much like economic research as far as like the effects of biosimilar entry on pre-existing drug prices. And so I will be talking about that in a couple of weeks.
I'm really fried.
Yeah. Alright, let's finish it.
Oh. 200 cheers.
Cheers. So Josh, senior year, second semester, last semester at Yale.
Maybe. Not for sure.
What do you mean?
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. But
Ninth semester.
assuming this is your last semester at Yale, are there any sort of like bucket list type things that you still want to do before you graduate?
Good question. There are like a lot of places on campus I haven't been to. Like the planetarium.
Planetarium.
Tea dining hall. Wodes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Alright, we should explain those, right? So TD.
Wodes expert.
No, TD is one of the residential colleges here at Yale. The one that we live in is called Brantford, but TD is kind of like infamous, kind of like in my opinion unjustly so, but they're like a little bit like further away geographically.
It's in a separate voting district.
Okay, it's literally in a separate voting district, but people like to like talk smack on TD in their dining hall, but I think they're okay.
The only time I ever went to TD was with you, freshman year.
But the running joke is like, they're kind of like the odd sheep of the residential colleges, so people like to make fun of them. But, I mean, I have some friends from TD. Do you have any friends from TD?
Chloe, Solace.
Yeah, but she transferred to Frankfurt, so... Anyways, what was the other thing? Wodes? Oh, okay, so there's this place near campus called Toad's Place. Basically, it's a club. And so like sometimes they'll invite artists, but then on Saturday nights they have like Sodes or Saturday Toads, which is open for everyone. And then on Wednesday nights they have Wednesday Toads or Wodes, which is like Yale only. But I've really only been a couple times, I guess.
I've never been to Wodes.
We'll change that. But oh yeah, what else? I want to go on a lot of roofs.
Oh yeah. Lawyer roof looked really nice.
Lawyer roof.
Haven't been to like Phelps Hall or SSS.
You been to SSS roof?
Have you been on top of Morse Tower? It's really nice.
Apparently like Penn Whitney too.
Oh.
But are you feeling like sentimental at all?
No, someone asked me that today.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said it's hard to feel sentimental when you don't know what your next steps are.
True, and when you still have homework.
Alright, Sean. We get it, you're taking classes. Do you feel sentimental?
Maybe a little bit, but I feel like I've been anticipating this for like a long time. So I feel like I am sentimental, but it's not like a surprise. Like I'm not like blindsided by it.
I feel like I will be at the end.
Graduation. Anyways, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anything can happen.
3 months.
True. So maybe we can talk about how we met. Josh and I were in the same Froco group. So basically, like, your first year at Yale, within your residential college, you're randomly like sorted into Froco groups, or like Frocos used to stand for freshman counselor, and I was like first year counselor. But basically, it's a undergrad senior who kind of like chaperones a group of first years.
It's like an RA.
Yeah, it's kind of like an RA, but it's like not as formal, right? Like they can't really punish you, but like they like just make sure you're doing okay. And so we're in the same Froco group, but then one day I was looking for.
No, we showed up to the same information session for
was it
intro chem.
Intro chem.
And then we both walked out before the placement exam. Because we didn't want to take the placement exam.
Yeah, good times.
And then we like saw each other on the steps. And Sean was like, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I don't know."
And that was it. No, I think I was looking for like a practice room, right?
Yeah. And I navigated.
Yeah. So I used to be like more active in the orchestra here, playing percussion. And I think like that day I was just looking for someone to practice, and Josh was helping me out.
And Sean was really lost on campus.
Yeah, I was super lost.
So he would have to tell me where he wanted to go. I'd have to navigate on my phone for him. So basically, it's like driver GPS.
Yeah.
Hey Sean.
Yeah.
How would you rate this meal?
Out of 10?
Yes.
I feel like usually, if I get this at the restaurant, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. But I think because we got it to go, it wasn't as crispy and fresh, so I'll say 7.5 out of 10. What about you?
I agree that it was a downgrade having it to go, but I think you're underestimating its value in the restaurant. Therefore, I'd go with a minimum 8.5 stars.
What about like eating it here?
Perhaps a 7.5 to 8. But
Fair
certainly a downgrade. But still fulfilling and satisfying.
I don't know about the salad though. It's a lot.
Done.
Alright, are you done?
I'm done.
Alright guys, I think that's the end of this video. We finished all the chicken, finished all the fries, and we finished almost all of the salad. This is Bonchon in New Haven, and so hope to see you guys next time. I think I'll probably be recording another mukbang video soon. And so if there's anything in particular that you want to see, whether it's food or just like any other activity, let me know. And I think before we end, I'm just gonna show y'all what the setup is. Alright, so that was what y'all saw. But this is all the effort. This is the chair, and the tripod was right here. Got a mic going, laptop recording. The cross-section view. We put a table on top of like a little chair thing. This is where we're sitting. So anyways, that's it for now. Thank you.